They say defense travels well. So if they can apply some pressure, maybe create a turnover or two, they could be in good position to steal this one on the road. With that, let's get out to NRG Stadium in Houston. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former Pitt Panther, Tom Savage.
And Tom Savage is one of those guys that when you look at him, you see the potential that's there. You get a chance to watch him practice and see him throw the football. But he hasn't had many chances to play in games, and you just wonder if given a full shot, what exactly would it look like?
The Texans offense ready for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Savage. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Savage going deep for Hopkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Now Sanders. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Fresh set of downs here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a play fake here on 1st down. on the final play of the first quarter. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. But they face a second and long to start things out. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And an alley to run. And he'll go down at the 28. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Here's Mariota being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But no touchdown. These guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy for him right now back in the studio. Come on, guys. Help the man out. Give him something to talk about.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to... And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Savage, and that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third down, Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Toss play, Kamara. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. Mariota forced out to his left. First half in the books. You're watching. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. Wiggles free. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And touchdown. Deion Sanders, 93 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Still one of the most exciting plays in football, the kick return. Shows why there. 93 yards on that return for 6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at the 3. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They go play action here on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
But that's pretty much how they teach as a DB. Hit him and have some force with it. Yet he still caught the football and got the yardage he needed.
A little deflating?
Very much so.
Defensively?
Yeah, because you're trying to police up that area, and you don't want them to come in there, and you're hoping some good hard tackles will keep them out of there. In this case, he just said it, he just shrugged it off and went ahead and got what he needed.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A play fake to Miller. Now Savage. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with one sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Back to throw, Savage. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs. In the game. Savage wants to throw yet again. And that will be incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, he'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a pitch out to Kamara. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So it'll be first down here after the run. A give. This is Kamara. And some room to work. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd down following the run. Now Kamara. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Running with Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 2nd down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
Welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Ultimates. The Ultimates enter this one knowing that this game could very well be won or lost down in the trenches. From an offensive perspective, they'll need to keep their quarterback upright to have a chance, and defensively, it's going to be about containing the running game. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
And hello again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton here in the booth. And, Chuck, you take a look at this matchup. I don't know if it's going to be one in the trenches from the quarterbacks out, whatever. It's going to be a good game.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait to see the big fellas have an impact. We're always spotlighting those wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs and even the defensive backs. But the big guys, I can't wait to see which one tilts the balance for their team.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And this will be a touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Giants on 1st and 10. Their offense ready to go. They run with a 5th-round man, Paul Perkins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now a play fake. Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says, more.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense. Still third down.
So that last penalty means that the offense has to deal with a 3rd and 18 coming up here. From the gun, it's Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at about the 14. Gets past one man.